What's good, Horrorcore fans? This is Horrorcore Chris, and we got something special. We're finally fucking back, and right now we're gonna interview the man behind the fucking scenes, the dude that does all the website shit. He's been gone, locked up for a little bit, and now we're back, motherfuckers, coming fucking strong. We got fucking Juggalo John. What's up, Juggalo John? Let's do this fucking interview, let everybody know all about our shit, everything we do, and let them know a little bit about you.
What's up, Horrorcore Chris, Horrorcore News fans? It's good to be home. Excited to do this interview for y'all, let y'all know what's up.
Now, there might be a lot of fans that want to know, when did you first get into horrorcore music?
Man, I don't even know how long I've been into the horrorcore scene. It's been a lot of years, dog. I mean, a lot of years. I've been listening to horrorcore, following horrorcore for a long time. That's, you know, when I started thinking about ideas, and you know, me and Horrorcore Chris collaborated and we're thinking of some things to do for the horrorcore fans. That's when we came up with this site. So I've been in this for quite a while now.
That's what's up. Now, right now, who would be one of your favorite horrorcore rappers right now to date?
Man, I'd say right now I'm really feeling Tech 9. All the Strange Music crew, man. All them dudes got mad skills. I mean, you know, that's probably what I'm listening to the most to right now. But it all started out listening to ICP, you know, Kung Fu Vampire, you know. But right now I'm really feeling Tech 9 and his whole crew.
Yeah, for sure. You can't go wrong with that, dude. Now, why don't you tell a lot of fans that might not even know what do you really do at Horrorcore News?
Man, I do a lot at Horrorcore News, man. I do all the website development, you know, video editing for the interviews, trying to search for new, fresh content for the fans, trying to keep everything as fresh and new, you know, for the fans to keep updated on what's happening in this horrorcore scene, you know, as well as, you know, trying to search for horrorcore queens and trying to, you know, look at all the submissions we get for that and pick who I think is going to be our horrorcore queen. So, yeah, I stay pretty busy with the site, man.
Yeah, that's right, man. Without you, this site wouldn't even be running right now. So a lot of you motherfuckers need to respect Juggalo John, what he does for Horrorcore News.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. But, you know, it's a team effort, man. Everybody at Horrorcore News puts in, you know, the work to make it happen for the fans. So, you know, I just do my part and do what I can.
Now, some fans may or may have not known you were incarcerated, and that's why we were lagging on a lot of shit for the site. And do you feel like telling them what happened, or give them a little scoop on it? Why were you incarcerated? What caused the shit? You know what I mean?
Well, first, I want to apologize to the fans for us lagging the way we have been. Unfortunately, with me being gone, you know, there hasn't been any updates to the site, things like that. So, you know, for that, you know, my apologies to the fans. But, you know, as far as where I was, why I was there, you know, I don't want to get into too much detail. But it had something to do with, you know, an underground artist that I was trying to set something up with, and he wanted to step out of line. So things kind of went sour, and it is what it is. But, you know, he knows who he is. I'm not going to put any names out there because I'm not trying to give somebody like that some publicity off some bullshit. But, you know, he knows next time I see him, it's going to go differently. But we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, my apologies to all the fans, man. Sorry I couldn't get there, get the site updated. But, you know, shit happens.
Now, can you let some Horrorcore News fans, Horrorcore fans, lovers of the motherfucking site, about any new shit that's going to be going on these next few months with HorrorcoreNews.com?
Man, we got a lot of stuff in the works for the next few months, man. Some fresh interviews, you know, some more contests. You know, we're working on some fresh ideas, you know, for the site and for the fans that I think are just going to blow people away. You know, some of the things that I've been working on, some of the things that I've been thinking about doing, you know, we're thinking about doing, you know, a video compilation DVD for these underground artists to get on, you know, get their track and their music video featured on. We won't go into too much detail, but keep your eye out for that. You know, another thing that I'm going to throw out there that we're looking at is possibly, some stuff with the Horrorcore Queens, possibly working on some merchandise around the Horrorcore Queens. So, if you think you got a hot juggalette, you need to send your pictures in so we can get them involved in these next few projects. All these dudes think they got the hottest chick and stuff like that. Well, if you think so, send the picture in and let us be the judge. Let the fans of Horrorcore News be the judge. Quit talking all that shit and just do it. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming, man. A lot of stuff in the works. So, keep your eyes open, man. You're going to see a lot of new stuff on the site.
That's right, and I can't wait for some of that dope-ass shit to go down here at HorrorcoreNews.com. All you motherfuckers better be aware. The site is going to be going hard once again, and we ain't giving up on this shit. We're fucking wicked. Horrorcore News is going to be wicked for life, motherfuckers. And, alright, man. Now, some people may have known that you used to rap back in the days. Now, is there anything in the future that you might start rapping again? Any projects or anything? Or, I mean, what's going on with your rapping game?
Yeah, man, I did a few projects back in the day. But, it just wasn't something that that I took very seriously. I was more into the music side of it and doing stuff like I'm doing now, the updates of the news and, getting the fan base, connected with the artists. That's more of what I enjoy doing. As far as me rapping, yeah, I worked on a few things. And, in the future, you might get lucky and you might see me feature on a track or two. So if that happens, you best believe that update's going to be on HorrorcoreNews.com. So keep your eyes open. You might just catch a track that Juggalo John is on. So, but right now, nothing in the works, but there's definitely a chance that I could feature on some things. So just keep your eyes open. And, if that happens, like I said, I'll put it on the site.
Yeah, that's what's up. Now, can you tell a lot of these Horrorcore News fans, some of these underground artists out there, what can our site do to benefit them? I mean, let them know the scoop. I mean, I know what it does. I like to hear, someone else talk about it too. What our site can do for a lot of you fucking artists out there.
Well, man, one of the things I hear all the time is, these artists, I don't know how to get my name out there. I don't know what to do to push my music, to get people to hear my music. The biggest thing that Horrorcore News can do for an underground artist is get their name out there. Put their name out there, put their music in front of, thousands of people. So that, you can get some airplay and you can get people listening to your stuff. That's really what Horrorcore News can do for an underground artist. You could advertise, your new mixtape or whatever you got coming out, whatever project you're working on. If you're doing some live shows, you should be advertising that on our site. Get it out there to the fans. If you're not willing to do what it takes, if you're not willing to do the legwork to get your music out there to people, to try to make it, then, you're going to be a basement rapper your whole life. If you're trying to get out there and make a name for yourself and get heard, then, come out the closet, spend some money, advertise with the site, get your stuff out there in front of the fans. That's the best thing that Horrorcore News can do for an underground artist is the exposure. That's the number one key, man. Get your exposure, and then, your career takes off from there. You can't just sit around and wait for somebody to come up to you. I mean, nobody's going to walk up to you and go, oh, here's a record deal. You got to put in the work, and it takes money to make money. So, if you're not willing to spend a little money to advertise on the site to get your, your music or your video or whatever out there to a lot of fans, then, it's not going to be seen or it's not going to be heard. And I guarantee you, Horrorcore News has better prices for advertising and getting your videos and music put on the site than anywhere else you're going to find. So, if you're not willing to spend a little bit of money, then don't expect to really go nowhere. I mean, doing local shows, stuff like that, that's going to help a little bit. But unless you're advertising out there the way we can do on the site, then forget about it. Now, as far as other things that we can do for people, the Horrorcore Queens, you got a lot of people out there interested in, modeling careers, stuff like that. So, getting featured as a Horrorcore Queen on HorrorcoreNews.com is going to get you out there, and it's going to put your image out there to thousands of people. So, if you're interested in something like that, send in your pictures, man. Let's put it on the site. If you get chosen as a horrorcore queen, you know, you'll get featured on the site. We'll do a bio on you, and you never know where that may lead. So there's a lot of things the site can do for people, but it's all about advertising. It's all about, you know, exposure. So if you're not getting the exposure, don't expect to really go nowhere. You know, you can rap with your homeboys and be the local hero around the block, but, you know, you're not going to get out there and get the exposure you need to get, you know, booked on, you know, shows or booked with some of the bigger names in horrorcore. So, you know, get your name out there, advertise on the site, pay a little money, and, you know, it's going to benefit you, definitely.
That's what's up, you know what I mean? A lot of you artists need to fuck with us. You'll get known, you might get more features. You never know till you fucking try it and fucking try to advertise your shit. That's what's up. And a lot of motherfuckers out there could put ads on our page for fucking their websites, their stores, whatever the fuck. If it's down with the wicked shit, down with the music, advertise that shit on horrorcorenews.com. So, Juggalo John, it was good to do this interview. That way a lot of people could see the man behind the scenes. Now, we're going to bring you about that shit where you're not just behind the scenes all the time. We're going to have you doing interviews a lot now. A lot of shit's going to be going down at Horrorcore News, getting everybody cracking on this shit. It was good doing this interview to let everybody know about you. And you got any last shout outs you want to give anybody out there?
Thanks, Horrorcore Chris. Yeah, it was a pleasure doing this interview, man. Giving the fans a chance to see the man behind the scenes. And, you know, you guys are going to start seeing a lot more of me. I'm going to start doing a lot of these interviews. See probably video updates. So, you know, get used to seeing the mask. By the way, if you want a mask like this, look at this. This thing's tight. You want a mask like this, check out Juggalo Inc. You know, their masks are tight. They're the best masks in the industry. You know, they're all about the wicked shit. So, if you want a custom-made mask, definitely check out C-Lim over at Juggalo Inc. and tell them Horrorcore News sent you. You know, but shout out to Horrorcore Chris, and you do a lot for Horrorcore News. You know, shout out to the fans, and, you know, shout out to Strange Music, man. Right now, I think they've got it rocking. They're number one in horrorcore right now, in my opinion. So shout out to Tech 9 and all them fools over there at Strange Music. But other than that, man, Juggalo John out.
That's what's up. Horrorcore Chris and Juggalo John about this motherfucker. Come check us out for all our new shit. We're gonna go fucking hard on these motherfuckers.